first decided that it was time to purchase an expansion pack of some sort, I watched so many videos like this in order to figure out which one I wanted. For some reason, I decided to buy Get Famous first, which looking back wasn't the best idea. I had been playing The Sims 4 for 2 years at that point and had completely exhausted all that I could do with the base game. I wanted a good combination of gameplay and stuff in my first pack, along with a new world. Now looking back, there are better options for what I could have bought. That is why I am going to tell you my overall opinion on which pack is best for 4 specific categories. First is gameplay. Is the gameplay that the pack adds new and exciting? Does it add new aspects to the game that really change the way you play? Second is create-a-sim stuff. Is there really good clothing? Are there new hairstyles to choose from? Third is building stuff. Is there a lot of new furniture? Is it a different style than what was already in the game? And last is a new world. Does it even add a new world? Is this even a good world to use? What does the new world look like? Before we jump into an in-depth analysis of each one, I'm going to give a brief summary on what the pack contains. We're going to start with Get to Work. Get to Work allows the player to follow their Sims to work in 3 new jobs. This allows the player to have more control over their Sims jobs and work ethic. This also allows more playing time with the Sims, as they are not just at work all day while you sit there and stare at the screen waiting for them to come home. Next we have Get Together. This pack allows the Sim to create and join clubs with other Sims. While this doesn't seem super interesting, and to be honest, I don't use this feature very often, it does help with your Sim socialization. My Sims are always low on their social bar, so when I do have them join clubs, this always helps. Despite the lack in gameplay, it does come with a lot of stuff, which we will get into later. Third, we have City Living. City Living introduces apartments. The new world included is a city, allowing a new type of environment for the Sims. It comes with a lot of stuff to decorate these apartments with. Next is Cats and Dogs. This pack introduces pets into the game. Having a dog myself, the first thing I did with this pack was make my own dog in the game. But after the initial cuteness of the puppies, the pack didn't really offer much gameplay. It does add the veterinarian job along with an awesome world and amazing stuff. Next is Seasons. This pack easily adds the most gameplay in my opinion. This adds a calendar and, well, seasons. This creates a more realistic aspect to your game. It also comes with a lot of really cool stuff for each season. Next up we have Get Famous. This pack adds celebrities and fame into the game. With the new job as an actor, it's super easy to get swept up in the fame. All of the stuff that comes with it is super glamorous and rich looking as well. Next up is Island Living. If you love the beach and the whole beachy look, this pack is perfect. But if you're like me and you don't really like that, then this pack doesn't add that much. The world is beautiful, the gameplay is pretty good, you get mermaids and beach conservation, which are cool but not necessary, and the stuff is pretty as well. Finally, we have Discover University. This was one of the most highly requested packs for a long time. It even became a joke. Eventually the creators caved and gave us this pack. This pack allows for your Sims to go to university and get a degree. Just like in real life, you have to apply and pay for them. There are dorms on the campuses of the 2 universities that there are to choose from. So the first category is gameplay. So here's my ranking. Number 1, Seasons. Number 2, Discover University. Number 3, City Living. Number 4, Get Famous. Number 5, Get to Work. Number 6, Cats and Dogs. Number 7, Island Living. Number 8, Get Together. Now I'm going to get into why I ranked these in this order. Seasons is by far the best when it comes to gameplay. Calendar just adds so much to the game. The weather, the holidays, the season themselves. This adds much more dimension to the gardening skill, since now you can only plant certain things in certain seasons. The weather also changes your Sims' mood and what they wear on a daily basis. Overall, this pack adds the most gameplay to the game as a whole. Next, I would put Discover University because the whole university aspects adds more to the education part of the game. It also makes you take more responsibility with your Sims, since if they don't do their homework, their grades will majorly suffer and they can even be suspended. Now I'm going to skip down to number 7 with Island Living. The reason this pack is all the way down here, in my opinion, is because it is only popular for the world and like the whole aesthetic that it comes with. After you get over living on the beach, the gameplay is only mediocre. Mermaids are only exciting for so long, and the conservationist job is only so exciting. In last place, we have Get Together. I'm not sure what else to say other than that clubs really just aren't necessary and didn't add much to the game. Second category is Create-a-Sim stuff. Number 1, Discover University. Number 2, Get Together. Number 3, Get Famous. Number 4, Seasons. Number 5, Cats and Dogs. Number 6, Island Living. Number 7, City Living. Number 8, Get to Work. Now we have Create a Sim stuff. Personally, I don't pay so much attention to the Create a Sim things, as I tend to care more about the build stuff that the packs come with. Despite this, I do know which have the best clothes, but that's about it. I asked one of my friends who's more into Create a Sim stuff than I am to help me make this list. First place is Discover University. Majority of the clothes here are just normal and basics that seem to really be missing from the game. Clothes are more of current trends, which fits with the theme of the pack. I tend to use something from the pack in each of my Sims outfits. Next up, I put Get Together. This pack, in my opinion, also has a lot of basics, some of which could even be a little too basic and boring. Despite this, it makes up for it with its awesome hairs. I use so many of the hairs that come with Get Together all the time. In second to last place, I put City Living. The reason that this is here is because the stuff that came with it is just so weird. Like, what on earth is this? I rarely ever use this stuff. Last place is Get to Work, just because the stuff that comes with it is all stuff that is for work. The few clothes that are normal are just ugly and weird. Next category is build stuff. I decided to make 2 separate lists for this, just because I wanted to split it up into 2 different building styles that I could think of. The first list is more homey and like older looking style. Number 1 is Get Together. Number 2 is Discover University. Number 3 is Cats and Dogs. Number 4 is Seasons. 5 is Get Famous. 6 is City Living. 7 is Island Living. 8 is Get to Work. For my other list, I did more modern style. Number 1 is Seasons. Number 2 is Discover University. Number 3 is Get Famous. Number 4 is Get Together. Number 5 is City Living. Number 6 is Island Living. 7 is Cats and Dogs. And 8 is Get to Work. Before I go into each pack on their own, I'm going to talk about why I put Get to Work last for both lists. Similar to the Create a Sim issues with this pack, the majority of it is stuff to build the workplaces that are now introduced. There are a lot of parts to build a hospital or a science lab, but not really that much to decorate a house. I don't think there's even a bed in this pack. Since I have 2 lists, I'm only going to address the first place for each. The reason that Get Together is number 1 for my homey/older style building is because that's the whole style of the pack. Majority of the stuff just fits that whole style. For modern, I put Seasons first. At first, it may seem that this stuff doesn't look so modern, but if you look closer, some of the different swatches of things are very modern. Last category is worlds. Number 1, City Living. Number 2, Get Together. Number 3, Island Living. Number 4, Cats and Dogs. Number 5, Get Famous. Number 6, Discover University. Number 7, Get to Work. Number 8, Seasons. Seasons doesn't come with a world, so of course it's last on this list. Get to Work's world is meant for commercial buildings like stores, and it only has 4 lots. Opposite of that, City Living is number 1. The whole point of this pack is the new world and environment that is introduced. The city is made of 4 different communities, each with multiple apartment buildings in them. Second is Get Together because the world is just so pretty and nice. There's so many lots, most of which are already built, but you can redo them or keep them if you want. So that was my review of each expansion pack and the 4 different categories they came up with. I'm not going to rate each one individually or as a whole which is the best pack because it depends really what you're looking for in a pack. I tried to come up with the 4 most general or common things you would look for in a pack. So I hope this was really helpful and that you all enjoyed. Thanks for watching!